Hey everybody, Jeff Reinhardt here, LMP and Lancaster Online. Welcome into the Week 4 edition of LL Football Roundtable. We are sponsored by Auto House of Lancaster. And we're in Lebanon County today, and Mike Gross will be joining us, Lebanon County boy, here in a little bit. We pried him out of the studio for the day. Talking Week 4 here at Cedar Crest with the Falcons, who've been one of the coolest stories here so far through the first 3 weeks. Cedar Crest is 3-0, playing great defensively, and had a wild triple OT win in Week 3 over Warwick. They start section play on Friday against Penn Manor. And they've been playing really well, so we wanted to stop by Cedar Crest, and we will start today with two-way interior line guy and 4-year starter, I believe. Nick Lambros joins us. Hi, Nick. How's things?
Oh, it's great. Everything's great right now, yeah. Feeling great. Vibes are great here out of practice. We're all feeling really excited to keep going.
Okay, 3-0. Give me some keys here. What's going right, and what do you like about the way you've been playing here in the first month?
You know, it's all right now. I feel like our effort is right, it's top notch. A lot of teams, they can't find the will to do stuff sometimes. They can't get into it. Right now we're maybe we're not executing very well in some places, but we're giving our all right now. Every side, all 3 phases of the ball: special teams, defense, and offense. Especially defense, tearing it up in there.
Owen, you played a lot of sports, multi-sports, for several years now. What's different about this bunch? It's 3-0, but tell me what's really different.
I think just the time we spend together and how good we mesh. I mean, we spent a lot of time together, played a lot of games together, and I think that's really brought us close, and it translates to the field.
What is an area of the game that you particularly individually have to work on, and maybe the group that you think can get better?
I think just executing some plays, executing some of our defenses. I think overall we've done a really good job, but there's just some small things we need to clean up, and if we do that, I like where we're at.
Okay, let's shift gears into Week 4. Finally, we can put Week 3 to bed. Let's get to Week 4. You're playing Penn Manor. I think you guys got to throw the record out, and I know they haven't scored yet. That's not your problem. You got to play your game. But do you throw the record out here knowing it's the section opener, you want to get a leg up? How do you approach the Comets knowing that they are struggling a little bit, but you got to play your game and take care of business?
Yeah, we definitely have to throw the records out. I mean, in Section 1, anything can happen. All these teams are great. All these teams are great who we play, and we really have to just focus on Penn Manor and staying 1-0 every single week. That's kind of our mentality right now, because if we attack them, saying, okay, we'll be okay in some places, if we just kind of coast it, we're going to lose if we do that. It does not matter that they have not scored yet. They could score on us just like we let up a lot of points against Warwick. So, yeah, definitely stay focused on attacking them at full speed.
And we're back from Cedar Crest in the studio. Ryan's and I were over there, and we thank the Falcons for hanging with us for a little bit. And this is the LL Football Roundtable, brought to you by Auto House of Lancaster. Mike Gross hosting. To my left is Jason Guarente. To my right is Jeffrey Reinhardt. And we're going to start with a couple of big deals from last week. Number one, a spectacular performance by Manheim Township.
Oh, amazing. Got pushed back to Saturday morning. Week 3 is over, guys. Finally.
It took a while.
5
Weather
days.
Delays, Monday games.
What a mess.
Whatever.
But Saturday morning, Township was terrific against Harrisburg. I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Harrisburg had 30 kids. 30. For a big school, 6A, Harrisburg
So maybe
Cougars.
they're a little down. Maybe Harrisburg's a little down by their recent
Could
standards.
be. I mean, they had their weapon guys, Lee, etc. I don't know if they were missing anybody per se, but Township just played great. Hayden Johnson had 4 touchdown passes. He hit Kennel for 72 early in the first, and it was like, here we come stop us. And just Township played wonderful. Got a field goal, forced a bunch of punts, and Township was great. So a legit 3-0 start for the Streaks.
Seems like a more complete team than the last couple. They can run it. They
Yes.
can really play defense.
Yeah, really. And their
which they were
offense.
just okay at last year.
Correct. And as we talk a lot on here about their offense, just intricate and these pass plays and Hayden
Really
Johnson's
good system.
Hayden Johnson's arm has gotten stronger. The kid throws darts.
Really good, yeah.
And
He's really good.
Great game this week against Spring Ford, which is also 3-0. They'll be tested here on Friday, but
They
Township's
certainly
been great.
look like clearly the best team in our league right now.
If I had to pick one, I would say Township.
Yeah. And the other eye-opener was what most people would consider an upset. Cocalico Surprising, Manheim Central, I guess. Jason.
Yeah, maybe the upset isn't the result, but the way the result happened and the magnitude of the win. I think even that caught Cocalico by surprise.
Wow.
I mean, you push nearly 500 yards rushing against Manheim and you hold them around 50. That's just thorough domination up front, winning the game in the trenches. And Cocalico can do this to teams, right? This is how they won the district championship as a 12 seed. They get rolling downhill, and it's so hard to stop them. And it just felt like they were going to score every possession until time.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Wow. The quote I took away from your story, I forget who said it. You can remind me. I knew we were going to win. Like after the first drive or something? What's that story?
Logan Brubaker, two-way lineman,
Yeah.
who moved from tight end to tackle for this game. And it kind of felt like that. It just felt like
He moved to tight end, from tight end to tackle for this game.
Wow.
And he could see how it's going on the line of scrimmage, right?
And he told you point
that's
blank,
interesting.
I knew we were going to win this game, like right away.
Yeah, well, they have Josh Myers, the second year in the offense.
Good.
Powerful runner for a quarterback. And then they have Sam Steffi. I mean, it's hard to stop. And I mean, anyone who's been on the other side of it knows that once it gets going, it's really hard to
Except for Warwick, apparently.
Yeah.
Warwick, they
What a win for
drew
Warwick.
up the right game plan in the second
Week
half
one.
in week one. I don't know if that'll come back and haunt Cocalico at some point with seeds or whatever, but that doesn't seem to bother them.
But
they
that-
just want to get in.
They were stung by that game. And I think
Yeah.
the next two results maybe are a product of bouncing back from that
Probably
first
right.
game.
Correct. Coach Stroll got their attention right away. He was, I don't want to say he was distraught after Warwick, but he was disappointed and he said, we didn't finish the job. A lot of that's on me. All of it's on me. Coach speak. But they bounced back. Wow.
And one other thing we got to, before we go to next week, this coming week, let's talk about a kid who is putting up surreal numbers. This Williams, the running back for Elko.
Jake Williams, senior, missed his sophomore season with an injury, had a breakout freshman year, kind of. His older brother was really good.
Yeah, it seems like
Kendall
he's been in
Hannon.
high school for a long time.
Forever and ever. I mean, he's got a better beard than you.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
his
got a
beard is amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There was some beard envy there.
I bet. I'll just give you the stats, and Jason can speak to it. 912 yards, 14 touchdown runs. He's averaging 20 yards a carry. That's unbelievable.
and 300 yards a game.
Yes, he's been unreal. He's broken his own school record back-to-back weeks for rushing
Yeah.
yards.
And didn't he have like 280 in the first half last week or something?
Might have been. It was a big number, I know. But he's been unreal. Jason got to talk
Yeah,
to him
Jason
recently.
did a feature on Williams and their offensive line, which this is one of the amazing things about it. 5 new starters on the offensive line.
Incredible.
They love each other. Like they like to
you
get together and work out every day of the summer. The star running back is a humble kid who doesn't really want any attention, isn't interested in the hype, and it's just this magical thing that's come together where everybody is in it for each other, and they found some opponents who may be overmatched. But even still, I mean, you're talking over 800 yards in 3 games.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Now, what happens when they get into the teeth of their schedule and now they start to play these great teams?
YO, Cocalico,
Yeah,
LS.
can they still do that? Because like we said, if you can run the ball at will, you can beat anybody. So that'll be the test. Can they do it against the real great teams?
And these teams know what's coming. They know
Yeah, they
what's
know what's
coming.
coming.
And he
They
still
don't-
goes for 380.
And, a team that we have maybe not talked about enough is LS. And defensively, they look really good.
Really good. We can start in with week 4 with this one. Donegal at
Yeah, let's
LS.
go. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Donegal had the great 2-0 start. Lost to Palmyra in week 3, which was a
Puzzler.
bit of a puzzler. Donegal was winning in the 4th, couldn't slam the door. I'm anxious to see them. I'm going to go to this game Friday. Soda Sante told me, he said, we're going to tweak the wing tee, maybe some spread, maybe some option. They've thrown the ball. Brock Hamaker has almost 400 passing yards. There's been years where Donegal has not thrown for 400 yards in 10
Yeah,
games.
they were a wing tee. It's
Yes.
kind of like Wyomissing back in the day.
Yes, and they have a shutout win. LS, oh my, they've outscored their opponents 132-7.
Yeah, their defense has been outstanding.
Outstanding, turning people over, sacks, 2 shutouts in 3 weeks, and a Donegal team now coming to town that has done some things, put up some crooked numbers, won a couple of games. Anxious to see what they do with LS's defense.
Effort of Solenko. That's another one that we want to talk a little bit about. among the section openers. This coming week is the first week of
Section
really
play.
league play in
Yes.
our league. So
Last time Ephrata was 3-0. Trivia,
I don't know.
2000.
2000. How about that?
I think I saw it somewhere. I think
There
I
you
saw
go.
that somewhere.
Mounts are playing great here. They're turning people over. They're making big plays. They're doing They had 2 pick sixes last week. They're
Maybe
legit.
a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
given the running, I mean, they had that running back that they were
Oh,
really
Andre.
built around.
Yeah, he was
He's
great.
gone, and they seem better, or at least as good.
Yeah, they're playing really well. Solanco finally got its act together last week. Shut out Penn Manor 33-zip. Johnny Garcia rushed for 200 yards. They rushed for almost 400 as a team. So Solanco's kind of found it here. They got healthy and they're doing their thing. So anxious to see if Ephrata can go to 4-0. Wow.
One non-league game that we want to mention. We were talking about Township at the start, and you almost have to look beyond our league in terms of what they're doing, and they have a real serious test this week. Right?
Springford's 3-0. They put 63 points up last week on Cumberland Valley. Township beat Cumberland Valley 35-6. Springford doubled up that point total.
But that game, that Township really smacked Cumberland Valley
Yes.
around. That game wasn't that close.
Yes, it was 35-zip mercy roll. Matt Zollers is a kid you need to know here for Springford, quarterback junior.
Yep.
Had 6 TD passes last week against CV. And then apparently he was on the sideline visiting Pitt the next day. So he must be a blue chipper kind of a kid. They average 50 points and 460 yards a game. So Township's their defense is going to be under the spotlight to make plays.
This might be their toughest.
You covered
game
this game last
of the
year.
regular season.
I did
Yeah.
at Springford, and that was when Township was really struggling to run the ball, and now they're a different team. They're
They're
better.
a more complete team. It seems like it's certainly by all appearances.
Yeah.
We were talking about how when you beat Harrisburg like that, it kind of changes how you look at things, right? Now,
Yeah.
what else is out there in District 3? Who can beat Township? And you mentioned maybe Central York.
Central York's playing well.
But it's a small number if there's anybody out there that can.
Yeah, it is. It's there. That's why you're thinking here of Springford as District 1. We're thinking maybe even a little bigger picture than even District 3 for the Blue
Correct.
Streak.
This might be, no offense to anybody within earshot, this might be Township's toughest game here, post Harrisburg. Springford's pretty legit. This will be a tough one.
All right, so we start the league on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Jason, where are you going to be?
I'm at Township to see Springford, my first look at the Blue Streaks.
That'll be a
Nice.
good one. Jeffrey?
Nice. Thursday night, Manheim Central at Susquehannock. I'll see you in Glen Rock.
I will be in Champaign, Illinois.
Oh,
so I will not be covering a high school game this weekend. But anyway, there you go. League openers coming.
Yes.
More good stuff coming. This has been the LL Football Roundtable, brought to you by Outer House of Lancaster. For Jason Guarente, Jeff Reinhardt, I'm Mike Gross. See you later.